Says we're going. Here we are. Got a thumbs up from somebody real quick. All right. Try number two. I'm maybe liking this. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to just be quiet for a couple of minutes. So in my Periscope days, I'd play music for the first, 30 seconds. Hello, Karen. Um, However, I guess YouTube gets real nasty about that if they recognize music. So I don't want to get shut down by YouTube, so we won't be doing that. So, hello, 7 people. Good. Oh, Maddie. Yep, I remember you. Hello, John. There's John, aka Useless Traffic from Twitter, my coworker and often Periscope companion. Um, I'm giving it a try. It certainly started up easy again this time today. So someone said the video on this was better than Twitch as well. Yeah, we're going to give it a round true, David. We'll see. But we actually have some news. Unfortunately, I have not read anything more than I did earlier today. So I'm not completely in the know, other than we do know 16 house guests, right? Because they've got 4 teams of 4 people. That gets you to 16. We know that sounds like they're going to enter the house and compete, and they're going to end up with 4 team captains somehow. And those 4 team captains, but see, okay. So how are they going to determine who the team captains are if the team captains then pick their teams based on video? If they're going to compete against each other and meet each other before they pick the teams, then they will have already seen each other. I don't know. I'm a bit confused. I'm sure it will all make sense in the end. Why do they keep doing teams? Hey, Ants. Well, they justified it and said it kind of does 4 little individual groups. Okay. So let me introduce myself real quick. Hello, Nick. Hi there, Nick. Good to see you. All right. So I'm dealing with wobbly cam because of the traffic. I think they could be in groups of 4, but the winners so the winners of each group will have played with 3 of the people, and then okay, I mean that would make sense, so that they compete in 4 individual groups, and so then the winner of each group. Think about the dynamics that might set up. I don't disagree with you. I don't know that the groups of 4 is going to make it any better. It is, John, and they said that it'll be over in the first 4 weeks. So there you go. That was tweeted after we had lunch together. One of the people who did the article confirmed in a tweet that it would be done weeks. So that's exactly what it is. It's a start of the year gimmick, but it is going to set up alliances and kind of force things. But let's play what someone suggested out. So um, the groups, so you're going to have 4 groups if this works out the way that was just suggested. The groups of 4 are going to go in, and they're going to compete, and one of them will win. Now, they will have established even a bare minimal connection with those other 3 people, or maybe they butted heads with them. But then they will go off, and the 4 of them, the 4 people that win from each group, will then pick from the remaining 12 people, and 3 of them they're going to have known because they will have competed against them, and the other 9 they will not know. So what if one person picks 3 people that they didn't do anything with, and the other 3 are like, why the hell didn't they pick me? Yeah, there have been some pairs too, but pairs is not the same, because really Big Brother 6 was pairs to start with too, for the most part. Most of the house guests in Big Brother 6 were secret pairs. And Big Brother 4 were, the past relationships. There's always been something like this, but more than 2 seems to be substantial. And yeah, I don't know how it's going to work out. It could be a total train wreck. And I think they know that. No matter how you try to set things up, you can't force things to go the way you want. And so 4 teams of 4, it could easily end up being one group of 4 gets totally going. I'm hitting to reconnect. Oh, this is it. We're now in the iffy zone. and whereas yesterday the connection seemed to work well the entire way home, today it's giving me you've lost connection. So I will continue to talk, and we'll see if we can power through this. I have seen people that have been in bad connections, and the connection does seem to kind of like drop out and come back. So I'm going to hope that I don't get bits and pieces and you guys still hear me all the way through, or that in the end it cleans it up. One of those ways. So bear with me. But I don't know. I just don't know how this stuff's going to play out. We can speculate all we want, but in the end, we're not going to know. Yeah, I mean, Nick. So there you go. I'll take Nick's word for it. It was the first 4 weeks. This is their gimmick to mix things up, to give the house guests more to do. It's basically ever since they started got rid of the food competitions. Yes, please, no spoilers for Big Brother Australia. Please, please, please don't anybody even talk about that any more than that. Nothing else, please. I do not want to see who won Big Brother Australia. I have to watch it yet tonight, and I haven't even had a chance. So, anyways, so as far as the twists, this is their solution to not having food competitions. No, you're fine, Anthony. I'm just worried somebody else is going to say something, and then I'll be like, no. I hadn't even thought about Big Brother Australia though until you said that. It's like I got regular Big Brother to talk about now. Once they got rid of food competitions, they needed to fill something the Fridays. And that's what they've done. That's what this stuff does. These special competitions, these extra things, these fill the Fridays, gives them something to show on Sunday. Because let's be honest, the more competitions they can have, the less time they have to actually edit together storylines and stuff. It's less work to edit a competition than it is to take diary room entries or take actual videos of people having conversations and weave a storyline. So that's my personal assessment of it. It's just, I don't know. I'd rather go back to food competitions. I'd rather go back to not having have-nots. Sure, let the loud-going people pick the have-nots. Something. Don't make it too easy. We'll see. I'm sure there's going to be parts of this new setup I'm going to like. But then again, on the other hand, there's probably going to be parts that just annoy the hell out of me. Because that's how it goes. And yes, the question is, if you're a fan of Big Brother, why do you just complain all the time? But because I know it could be so much better. And I know that because I've seen better. I would give you Big Brother Australia as an example. Although I'm not a fan of the new way they do it. I mean, I like it. I've enjoyed it, but I still like the old version. I just think there's just so many ways they could improve it. And I just think that I don't know, is it they don't have the resources? Do they feel they don't have the resources? I'm just not sure. No, they don't follow the rules for have-nots. But we already went through all this with if you could change one thing, what would it be? And I said the first thing was to, get rid of the have-nots. Of course, Nick, yes. 4 teams of 4 definitely does lend itself better than 2 teams of 8. because you could have a definite major tilt in one direction right off the bat. We'll see what happens. Let's not already, okay, I guess I should say, let's not already find reasons to be pissed off at this season when we don't even know. At least they seem to be trying to address some of the issues, and they're doing it in a way that they think is best, So we can keep our fingers crossed. A lot of this is dependent on the, a lot of them, they see this. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Shocking. Trying to figure out what this truck is doing. I don't know where my thought was going, so I'm done with that. Right. That's what I was going to say. Thank you, Nick. A lot of this is dependent on the cast and the way the cast interacts and the cast develops. They can only set the table. They can only put the salad forks on the outside, but if somebody sits at the table and grabs the dessert fork or the dessert spoon and tries to eat with that, what can you do? How much can they try to guide the things the way they want to go? But I agree. Last season was All Stars, and it. I like that come out. What season were they primed with? What season were they all spoon fed while they were in the house? Who knows? But yeah, so it really depends on the cast in a lot of ways, the alliances, and it could very well be, that the first couple people in are set up an alliance and get going, and man, if the things fall their way, boom. We'll just have to see. I do not think, by the way, the cast will be revealed tomorrow. People keep talking about that too. No, James, they pretty much implied it's going to be 16, 4 teams of 4. I don't think it's going to be 14 house guests. I do think it's going to be 16. Only give them Big Brother 1 to watch. Yeah. I don't know. You know what? That would have been a good question, and maybe I'll ask that tonight. So let's come up with a list here, guys. You help me here. And I'm going to take your things, and let's talk about it, though. Right. Yeah, one of the articles did say 16, 4 teams of 4, and I asked, and I think, it does seem to be 4 teams of 4, meaning 16. Right, because of the twist. So, but let's do this with me, guys. We've got 24 seasons to pick from. Okay? David, I'll talk about that in a second, okay? Remind me if I don't get back to it, but let me stay on my train of thought here because I'm very hard to keep on track with you guys all asking a million questions. But I want you to think about this. We've got 24 seasons to pick from, right? And even, technically 2 seasons of All Stars and Big Brother Over the Top, or 20, well, not 24, yeah. But with all those seasons, you got to pick 4 to tell the house guests they have to watch. What 4 seasons would you give the house guests to watch of Big Brother? Obviously, you can't give them all old seasons if you want them to understand the way some of the twists work. But what 4 seasons? I'm thinking Big Brother 15. No, they won't give them Big Brother 15. Maybe they would as a lesson. Would they give them 15 as a lesson? That's an idea. Over the Top. Interesting. Nobody's saying 9. 14, 11. This is interesting. I'm going to try to remember all of these. I'm trying to think because that's a poll I'm going to set up. Because that would be a good poll. You have to give. Oh, but I would poll. I guess the poll would be 4, but Maybe, yeah, I'm going to say you can only give the house guests one season to watch, and I want to give the 4 best ones to pick from. So, what 4 seasons should I put up as a suggested poll? What about 2? Should Big Brother 2 be one of them? I mean, that's Dr. Will. I mean, it doesn't run the same as it was now. What about 16, the first one in the new house? Should we only go with ones in the current house so they're not confused? Maybe that should be it. Don't give them one from the old house. Yeah, 4. I mean, 4 wouldn't be bad. 2, 6, 8, and 10. Wow. That would be going really old. Yeah, I understand it doesn't have a veto, but it doesn't have to have a veto. These people, in theory, should at least know a little bit about Big Brother. I want to give them something that they can binge watch just to know it to the core. Um, yeah, I'm not a Dan fan, so 10 is not necessarily one of the ones. Um, I know recent seasons aren't, but that's what we got. That's what they're going to be playing. They're going to be playing a recent season. What about over the top? Would that work, or would that confuse them? Right. I think 14 popped into my head. And I like 17 and 20. Okay, 20. I mean, all right. 20. Yeah, Deuce, I understand that, but they're going to have to, they will be. Look, it's already happened. It's too late. This is just a fun question to ask everybody. This is simply just, this is just, yeah, but the casting agent was from Over the Top, so maybe they would do it. Yeah, give them a season of Big Brother Australia. Now that ain't gonna happen. No Big Brother Australia talk right now. La 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 la. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about this. I appreciate everybody offering their opinions. I'm gonna have to think of these. Here's Scotty. Yes. From Over the Top. I don't know what you mean by here's Scotty. BB Canada. Yeah. But we'll find out. I mean, we'll get to figure out. They'll eventually, some of them at least talk about what seasons they watched, right? They've done this in the past. They've talked about what season they watched. Oh, Nick, I guess this means you're not on. I thought maybe you were going to be in Big Brother this season. Darn it. Right. I know, Scotty. I knew the Scotty reference. Yes, the season. Yeah, you didn't watch it? Yeah, it was pretty good. I watched it. Well, you can't be on it if you don't apply, Nick. Did you apply? I definitely didn't apply. Yeah, Big Brother Canada is good. You should check it out, Ant. There are ways to watch it. It's out there. So for those of you that just popped in, by the way, because I'm getting close to home now, my name's Mike, and for the past several years, I've been doing a podcast along with a couple of other people called the Big Brother Gossip Show. And we announced, or they announced on Friday, and I kind of announced last night or today that we aren't doing one this year, but I am still doing things. And I've been doing, fair enough, Ant. I've been doing uh, periscopes for about the last 4 or 5 years on my way home from work talking about Big Brother. And Periscope, of course, went away. I've been trying to find an alternative. I tried YouTube Live a few weeks ago and it didn't work very well, but actually the last 2 days it's not been horrible. And being as there's 26 of you, 27 of you in here, it seems to be working. I did do Twitch a few times, and Twitch seemed to work okay. But yesterday, it was a complete nightmare, and it didn't work. Cheryl, I tried using Twitch 3 times yesterday. I could not get it to start. It would not start streaming for me. And it may be because I'm in a car and I'm on wireless and or on my thing, but I don't know. Hi, Sunflow. Welcome. I know you. I know you from Twitter as well. I don't know. I liked Twitch. I tried Twitch, but and the other thing, Cheryl, and I'm not kidding you about this. I literally had to delete the app from my phone. Hey, Jacob, good to see you, buddy. I literally had to delete the app from my phone and reinstall it every time I wanted to do a Twitch stream. That's not really very fun to do every single time. And that included when it died on me the last time and I had to pull over to the side of the road, uninstall it, reinstall it to start it back up. I've tweeted a couple times at Twitch support and they haven't replied. So while I liked Twitch and it seemed to work okay the couple of times it did, that was almost unacceptable. And now the last 2 days I've done YouTube Live, and other than the weird drop a little bit ago, it's worked. Oh, and yes, I do a podcast every single morning, or at least Monday through Friday during Big Brother, called the Big Brother Gossip Show CarCast, and I'm still doing that. Yes, I know people stream it every single day. Trust me, I have friends. I don't think Jacob does that's in here now, but Jaspreet is another friend that I know who does Twitch, and it works for him. I think it's something about being the phone. Yeah, you've never had a problem with the iPhone, Ant? I don't know. And Jacob does too. Jacob Morrow that's in here uses Twitch. So there's people that use it without fail. But my main use is in my car while I'm driving. And if it breaks on me, I just can't have it. Periscope was pretty darn good, but Twitter took it away from me. And Twitch Live, no bueno, hasn't worked well at all. I know it's the mobile connection, but that's the connection I use all the time. It might be the car, but this is the same car I've driven in all the years I was doing Periscope, and it worked. And now YouTube Live has worked, except for a very brief instance 15 miles back or so, which is a known crappy Verizon spot. So, and we're hovering at 30 now. That's been pretty good. I think I may be getting talked into doing YouTube Live. Now, the question is there any way for me to bring somebody on to talk with me at the same time? And I think John said that might be possible, but I have to look into it. I don't know if I've ever seen a guest come into a YouTube live stream, and I don't know if it's really possible, which is okay, but if it was possible, I wouldn't mind doing it. Yes, no, I've always wanted to continue to do this stuff. I wish I had a chance to do my last Periscope before, but I missed it the day they shut down, and I thought the day they shut down was the day after, and so I couldn't do it. So, guys, I actually went to an extra exit just so that I could keep talking for a couple of minutes more, but I am going to be wrapping it up. So once again, you can follow me on Twitter at BBGOSSIP. Most of you know that. Some of you may come across this video because of my YouTube channel, which as of now has about 1,000 followers, something like that. It may go up with all this, but my YouTube content on this site is pretty limited. It's been there for years and years and years. It's the same car mount and everything, and but it's also very overcast right now. We have it's not a sunshiny day today. We've had storms, so it may just be the weather. Anyways, I'm leaning this way again now, so we'll have to see. I still haven't tried Instagram Live, but I'm not an Instagram user, so I don't know. And I don't know. I'm liking this right now. I'm not worried about monetizing anything. Those of you that want to support me, now that we've announced that we're not doing the Big Brother Gossip Show, I do have my own Patreon account that I've had for a couple of years. You are welcome to become a patron of me and these YouTube things and my my Spreaker podcasts. You're welcome to. I would love it. You can put down any amount you want, and it's just a monthly fee. It's not based on the amount of things I do. It's just once a month you get a little cha-ching, and that's it. You can just find it at Patreon/BB Gossip, and I will be talking about that more as time goes on. But just keep it in mind. But you don't have to. That's just a nice thing that people like to do. I am not in this for the money. I am a true fan of Big Brother. Yeah, I think I'm feeling this. I don't know. I hope everybody will be able to figure out one or the other. But with that, we're approaching my house, and I tend to not stream all the way into my garage. So I'm going to adjust the camera. Although I could turn it back on my face. I won't today. I may eventually. I have not been anonymous. I did stop going anonymous last year after playing a game with Jacob that's here and a few other people, and just Spreak that I mentioned. So, all right, guys, that's it. I'm wrapping this up. I have to go. I hope you're all well. Thanks for hanging out. I will be talking again tomorrow on my Spreaker. That gets posted on my Twitter account, or you can find it on YouTube or TuneIn, or not YouTube, TuneIn, or iPod or iTunes or Stitcher. Just look for Mike's Big Brother Carcast, and you can listen to well. Usually run anywhere from 5 to 10 to 20 minutes, almost every morning. Yes, Anthony, it was Sequester that I played with them. Thank you, Anna. Yeah, I'll probably do it more this year. I just don't like looking at myself while I'm talking. It's kind of weird and strange and awkward, but that's all I do is talk to myself and you guys. So, all right, got my mail, and I'm pulling into the driveway. So everybody be well. If you have any questions about Big Brother, please tweet at me, or you can email me too if you really want to. I love reality at bigbrother.com. Yes, or no, that'll get there. But I love reality at gmail.com. But I think I love reality at bigbrother.com. I may have that set to auto forward. I'm not sure. No, not bigbrother.com, bigbrothergossip.com. All right, I'm done talking. Yes, John, I'm looking forward to it too. I will get that working when I get into the house. Bye, guys. Bye, Jacob. Bye, Nick. Bye, John. Bye, everybody else that I said hello to. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Be well, and I'll talk to you later. See ya. See ya. No, I'm Mike, David. Don't do that. This is Mike, not Scott. I hope you're making a joke. Goodbye. See ya. LOL. Bye, Karen.